Hello, Kyle Hilliard here with Game Informer. Sea of Thieves came out about a year ago, and in honor of the occasion, Rare is releasing a big one-year anniversary update that adds all kinds of stuff. And we talked to executive producer Joe Neate over at Rare about everything that's coming to the game for free on April 30th. Sea of Thieves is finally getting some significant story content with Tall Tales. The first of these Tall Tales, which will be available on April 30th, is Shores of Gold. And the way you'll activate these stories is you'll go talk to the mysterious stranger, and then you and your friends can vote on a book that's next to him, which will decide which story you guys want to take on.
One moment. You do well to heed my warning, for this is no ordinary voyage you're contemplating.
And these stories are meant to be replayed a lot with the idea that, like, if you have already played them and you have a buddy that comes in later and wants to experience the story, you'll have incentive to go do it again, because other than getting experience and gold rewards, it'll actually play out a little bit differently. The story will be a little different. The puzzles will be rearranged. The path that you take to see it to its conclusion will be a little different as well. Arguably the biggest update that's coming on April 30th is the Arena, which is a competitive mode in Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves has always had a little bit of a competitive mode in it, in the sense that if you run into other people out in the open world, you can fight with them if you want, or you can just carry on your merry way. This is a dedicated competitive arena, as the name implies, and it's meant to be sort of a faster version of Sea of Thieves. Every match takes 24 minutes, which is the day-night cycle of Sea of Thieves, and the way it starts is up to 5 crews, each made of 4 players, will sort of meet in this cabin, which will have, it's like a social space, so there'll be like a stage and a hot tub and these places you can kind of hang out. And you'll interact with a new trading company, the Sea Dogs, and they will set everyone up with the same maps, and it's up to everyone to try to collect as much silver as they can before that 24 minutes is up. So you get rewards for finding chests and delivering chests, you get rewards for defeating other players, and you also get penalties, like if your boat sinks, you lose 1,000 silver, which I guess is a pretty hefty penalty for losing. So basically you wanna stay afloat, you wanna collect as much stuff as you can, and you wanna take out as many other players as you can, all within 24 minutes. At the end, whoever has the most silver is declared the winner, but everyone gets gold and experience, which they can spend with the Sea Dogs for specific things, or you can take it back into the main game and you can buy stuff there if you want. It's not restricted to just Arena. Along with the Sea Dogs, there's a 5th trading company. There's the Hunter's Call, which is focused on meat and fish and stuff like that. Meat you already know how to get. That's like from the snakes and the pigs and the chickens, and even the Kraken and the Megalodon shark in the game will give you meat that you can cook and sell to Hunter's Call. But fishing is new, and you will get a fishing rod in the update. There are 50 different types of fish in the world. How to catch those different types of fish depends on where you are, what time of the day you're fishing, and what kind of bait you're using. And the fishing game itself it's not like a mini game. There's no quick time prompts or anything. It's just all, you can actually see it being played right here. You just kind of have to pay attention to your surroundings and fight with the fish appropriately in order to capture it. And then you can cook it, and you can give that cooked fish to the Hunter's Call Trading Company for experience and gold and stuff like that. Or you can eat the fish or meat, and if you cook it appropriately, you kind of have to keep an eye on it and make sure it's not undercooked and doesn't get burned. But if you cook it well and you eat it, then you'll get bonuses. Like one of the examples that Joe Neate gave us was that you'll have regenerating health for a short period of time. Some other additions that will come with the update, you'll now have 2 harpoon guns at the front of your ship. And the harpoon guns are cool because you can use them in all kinds of different ways. You can use them to attack other ships. You can basically attach other ships to you. You can use it to pull in barrels or chests. If you're skilled enough, you can use it to pull a chest out of other players' hands. But I guess that's pretty tough to do, so you'll have to practice. Good luck with that. You can also fire a harpoon into the ground and kind of do a handbrake turn. You can also fire it into the Megalodon, apparently, and it will pull you along at high speeds. Ships are also susceptible to more damage now. If you hit a mast with 3 cannonballs, it will fall down, and then, the other players won't be able to move. And what they'll have to do is they'll have to use the ropes to pull the masts back up, and then they'll have to use 3 planks to repair it. The steering wheel can also be damaged, as well as your anchor, which, if you can imagine, not having access to those things in the middle of like a heated battle could be a real problem. So all of those features are arriving for free to Sea of Thieves on April 30th, but we also asked Joe Neate about the future, and in his mind what the second year of Sea of Thieves looks like is a lot more updates more frequently, but smaller updates. He doesn't see the game having a comparable year 2 update where a bunch of new things are added all at once. As far as monetization of Sea of Thieves goes, Joe Neate revealed at least one thing that's on the way: pets. You will be able to spend real money to buy pets, and they're purely aesthetic. They're just cute. Other players can actually interact with them. Like if you own a pet, but they don't, they can play with your pet. They can pick it up. They can put it in a cannon and fire it off into the distance, apparently. I don't know. And Joe Neate finished out our chat really hammering that idea of any kind of monetization that comes to Sea of Thieves in the future. He was adamant won't be things that will split the player base. He said, "We will never charge for things that will split players. There wouldn't be a set of stories we charge for that only the people who have paid can play, because that would just separate our player base, and that would be super weird." So there you go. Sea of Thieves is getting a big update for its 1-year anniversary on April 30th. It's all going to be free if you own the game or if you're a Game Pass subscriber on Xbox One. It's going to add a lot of interesting stuff. I'm particularly interested in the stories. I think that was one of the big things I was missing from the game when it first launched, is that there wasn't really a sense of narrative to the game. So I think Tall Tales are actually going to be the thing that make me go back and check out Sea of Thieves again. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Check out the Game Informer show. New gameplay today, replay. We have so much amazing stuff that you can watch and leave comments on. It's amazing.